Well, here we go again. It's around election time. I mean, are these guys going to stay on top of this particular situation? It's hard to say. But you've heard a lot of the age verifications that are going on throughout the country on there, the fights for this as well. You know, this is coming down to a situation, and hopefully depending on who's in office as far as the situation, and as far as the Supreme Court as well, is where this is going to go. You have people on both sides of the aisle want to change what obscenity is. And you know, you hear this constantly. You know, they'll tell you situations where misinformation or racism. On the other hand, the other side, you're saying on pornography, or, you know, they call it adult content. You know, they use these word salads to scare you and tell you that there is a problem out there and this is how you're going to solve it. But this is not the way to solve it, not to violate the Constitution. There are other ways. And the thing about it is, you know, if you haven't seen the Crowder video lately about the website out there that is to the P, to the E, to the D, to the O, he's talked about that and talked about, you know, where these situations are. You know, a lot of these people are trying to push and say, there's child pornography here, there's child pornography here. Can it happen here? Well, it happens on Facebook all the time and nobody talks about it, really. That's the bigger problem in itself than the porn industry, than the porn sites like Pornhub itself. Is Pornhub an angel of the company? No, not really. They've had their issues, and yeah, they got to be called to it. But nobody calls into the big ones because basically they are the people that own those companies, they are part of the group that are trying to push these agendas forward. And what I'm talking about is what's going on in Oklahoma right now, is that an Oklahoma state senator is trying to ban pornography in a whole. What? And this is off of AVN News, Adult Video News. If you haven't gone on there, click on. They got some good articles if you're looking at what's going on in the adult industry as far as pornography, as far as products, events, awards, you know, celebrities on there, podcasts, that what is going on. Now, this particular article, and we'll read into this, it's on Oklahoma Lawmaker that introduces bill proposing ban on porn. It's a short one. It's not going to take too long on there. A religious conservative lawmaker in the U.S. state of Oklahoma introduced a bill proposing a ban on pornography. State Senator Dusty Deers, that is just a Southern Baptist preacher, proposed Senate Bill 1976 to prohibit the legal consumption, distribution, and production of adult entertainment content within state boundaries. Adult content is otherwise legalized protected speech. That is correct. There is little chance of DeVere's bill passing, but it isn't far-fetched from given how extreme certain anti-porn proposals have been in the recent months. DeVere's intends to characterize adult content on a legal standard that is similar to child sex abuse material. Any violations of the bill will be punishable with a misdemeanor or felony charge. DeVere's campaign to end pornography and what he characterizes as LGBTQ propaganda, Jezebel reports. See, here we are. Here's the situation. Is there gay porn? Of course there are. There's lesbian and male gay porn and all that, and trans porn. It's not propaganda. It's just entertainment, you know, depending on what you classify and what type that they are putting into this situation. See, the thing is, they put it in to categorize adult content. That includes R-rated movies. That includes books, novels, comic books, anime, manga. There's a whole plethora. And this is what they want to do. They want to change obscenity laws.
And even worse than that, when censorship intrudes on art, then it becomes the subject. The art becomes censored art. And that is how the world sees it and understands it. The censor labels the work immoral or blasphemous or pornographic or controversial. And those words are forever hung like albatrosses around the necks of those cursed mariners, the censored works. The attack on the work does more than define the work. In a sense, for the general public, it becomes the work. For every reader of Lady Chatterley's Lover or Tropic of Cancer, for every viewer of Last Tango in Paris or A Clockwork Orange, there will be 10 or 100 or 1,000 people who know those works as excessively filthy or excessively violent or both, because that's what they have been told about them. The assumption of guilt replaces the assumption of innocence.
You know, that means all of that will be considered illegal, as it was in the past during the Hays Code era. Also, comedy and music, all of that would be banned, would be an offense in the city of Oklahoma and the city and state, because basically this is what they're trying to push. See, they're saying they're trying to make it similar to child sexual abuse material, but that has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with that. Yes, there is child porn out there. As Crowder pointed out in one of his podcasts and the video that he put out just recently, he explains that basically, you know, there are certain hidden websites out there, and there are people who basically go to these websites and they log in and they converse with each other, and and I've said this before, you know, most of this stuff is not that it's out in the open, say like on a Facebook, and you might have a video too on, say, on a pornographic site on there. Most of these guys that are pedos, which is male or female, it is not only male, it's also female too. Understand that most of the stuff that they look at is that they pass it along to each other on these hidden websites. This is not uncommon, and this has been talked about before. You know, you've heard guys come across, we've said this on the show, guys coming across on their phone and on thumb drives that they've had the child pornography there to pass it on to others in this country. See, they're going after the wrong direction, but the thing about it is, it's not that they going in the wrong direction, is that they want to revive the obscenity laws. You know, these are the new Puritans. These are the new Puritans pushing this upon the American public, which is violation of the Constitution. This is what they want to do. They want to rewrite the Constitution again and just basically wants to ban everything. I mean, you know, it's free speech. You know, this is what they want to do. You're already seeing this in Canada. You're already seeing that they want to start opening up re-education places for people. You have one person that basically, you know, they try to force him into a re-education camp because of the things he has said. You know, it doesn't violate anything. It is an opinion on things. You know, entertainment's on certain things, and you see how, you know, when you places like Canada, Russia, Australia, you know, UK now of recent, what they're trying to do, you know, for the message or made for the modern era. You know, these are the things that are going on. Hollywood itself, you know, when you have a checklist and you guys say, well, this is what you have to hire and stuff like that, that in itself are violations of labor laws. People don't realize that. They said, well, oh, it's for DEI, you know, it's for inclusion, diversity, stuff like that. Read the law. That's racial discrimination. They're using racial discrimination to try to stop racial discrimination. It's an oxymoron at that point. You know, because basically what you're doing is you're saying, well, we have to hire more black and Hispanics, but you push out the whites and the Asians and many others. You know, other than, you know, black and Hispanics, there are others out there. They're Native Americans. They're, you know, and they say, well, we got to put the gay people. I said, people don't want to give out their sexual preference out there. People who are in the LGBTQ community, the true LGBTQ community, doesn't want anybody to know what their sexual preference is. They don't want to be hired for their sexual preferences. Would you like to be hired just for the color of your skin or your sexual preference? No. There are going to be dangers in the situation. We're already going to be seeing this situation down the line. So tell me in the comments below your thoughts onto this situation. Is this censorship, another form of attempt at censorship with these obscenity laws, or is it something else? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit that like, share. Hopefully today's the day I've earned your subscription. We're getting closer and closer to that 1,000 ratio. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. And check out all of our other episodes of Man with the Show available here on CutieCast TV on all of our social media platforms. Until next time, thank you for tuning in and bye-bye now.
Thanks for watching, commenting, and sharing this video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe as this helps the reach of this channel. Finally, as a content viewer, you have the ability to help support this channel as new internet laws around the world will diminish our reach and affect our sponsors. If you choose to help, there are two ways listed in the description below. The first link will lead you to a pay site where you can make a monetary donation. The second will lead you to our gear shop where you can buy shirts, mugs, and other gear. Discounts will be listed on the site. Once again, thank you for watching and your support.